All right, the first part of section 2.1 is about the Cartesian plane, which is the black x and y axis. The x is the horizontal, think about looking at the horizon. So that's the horizontal axis, and then the y is the vertical axis. And these ordered pairs, are in the form x and then y. Can you remember that? You can remember that order because x, y is alphabetical. So, for example, if I want to plot the point 2, 3, I look at the x-axis and I go 1 to 2, and then for y is 3, so I go up 1, 2, 3, which is where 3 and 2 meet. So that gives me the point 2, 3. All right, so for this section, we need to be able to identify these points. So for the first little section of your homework, you need to be able to say, let's say this is point A, identify point A. In point A, I'm going to look at, so looking in the x direction, I got -1, so it's going to be an ordered pair. Parentheses means it's got order. And then the comma, so the first thing is the x, and then the next one, and then the comma, and then the y. So I see my x is -1, and I see my y is 3. And oops, let's see, what if I had one over here? Then notice my x is actually positive. Let's call this b. B is a +2, and then x is a -2. So watch those signs. Okay, so in this quadrant, this right on the top right, where I have everything, the x is positive and the y's are positive, that is quadrant 1, and that is always positive, positive. And then going left, I have, in here, I have quadrant 2. And then going down, I have quadrant 3, and then finally quadrant 4, which is written in Roman numerals. And you'll notice that the counting here is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think of that C as like counting at 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, like C for coordinate, or Cartesian, or correct. Okay, so in quadrant 1, my ordered pair is always going to be positive, positive. In quadrant 2, my ordered pairs are always going to be negative, positive. In my quadrant 3, my ordered pairs are always going to be negative and a negative. And in quadrant 4, my ordered pairs are always going to be positive, negative. Okay, let's try another example. Let's do one in purple. And let's say I ask you to plot, so A and B, we plotted the points and identified them. For C, let's plot the point C at, let's say, 1, -1. So remember that first number is the x, so in the x direction, I go to 1. And then my next number is y, so from there, I go in the y direction to -1. So there is my point C.